It's one of the most infectious and widespread diseases to ever be witnessed by mankind. In Canada alone, 21% of people are affected. This disease is known as the common cold. What is the common cold? The common cold is a viral infection infecting the nose and the mouth. It is medically known as the viral upper respiratory tract infection. More than 200 viruses are known to cause the common cold, including the rhinovirus, blamed for causing 10% to 40% of colds that occur. Other common viruses that cause the cold are the coronavirus, adenovirus, respiratory syncytial virus, and parainfluenza virus. The common cold is the most frequently occurring illness in the world and the leading cause of doctor visits and missed days of school and work. Approximately 40% of time lost from work and 30% of absences from school are due to the common cold.
How can you get infected? The common cold occurs most often from fall to early spring, where people tend to stay indoors during these months due to cold weather. This results in an easier spread of the cold to more people. There are many ways the disease can be transmitted. Here are some of the ways you can catch the cold. The cold virus can spread to another person by inhaling droplets that come after a person coughs or sneezes. Here, the cold virus attaches to the lining of your nose or throat. Another way of transmitting the virus is through direct contact with contaminated surfaces. The cold virus can live on hard surfaces for several hours. You can get infected by picking up a phone, turning a door handle, or touching any object recently touched by someone infected by the common cold. It then comes into effect on you once you rub it onto your eyes, mouth, or nose. Another way of transmitting the virus is by hand-to-hand contact. When the cold virus attaches to the lining of your nose or throat, the immune system sends white blood cells out to attack it. Unless the exact strain of that virus has been encountered before, the initial attack fails and the body sends in reinforcements. Another factor that makes a person more susceptible to the cold are emotional distress, excessive fatigue, and allergies with throat and nose based on symptoms. Also, studies show that smoking causes irritation to the airways, resulting in more vulnerability to colds.
What are the symptoms and effects of the common cold? Initially, the nose and throat get inflamed. The nostril lining also produces extra mucus. Symptoms of the common cold can last up to 2 weeks and include itchy or sore throat, a runny nose, nasal congestion, sneezing, watery eyes, mild headaches, mild body aches, coughing, excessive mucus drainage, and slight fever, which can occur in very few cases, although this symptom is more prevalent in children. Much of the body's energy is used in fighting the infection and for producing white blood cells. Therefore, the infected usually feels weak and tired. How do you avoid the common cold? A lot of things that you will touch in public areas or even in your own home are likely to be contaminated. Examples of these include doorknobs and telephones. This is why you should avoid touching your face as often as possible to prevent the cold from entering your body. Also, make sure that you wash your hands thoroughly and as often as possible. Maintaining good hand hygiene is vital in preventing the cold. If there are people in the room that you see are sneezing or coughing, as awkward as it may seem, try to move away from them a little bit so you don't inhale any of the germs that they are sneezing or coughing out. Using tissue papers when coughing or sneezing can be very beneficial. One should also learn the proper technique of coughing or sneezing into one's sleeve rather than into their hand. Sharing sometimes isn't caring. When someone is sick, they should use their own utensils as they can easily infect someone else. Antibiotics are not an effective treatment against the common cold since it is a viral infection. Also, there has been no vaccine developed to cure the common cold, as there are several hundred different strains of the virus.